know. You never know.
All right, hey folks, you never know with your host Dave Olney. Let me see what happened here lately. Okay, the gig that was supposed to be in Blue Moon Farms Frog Pond in Alabama, that canceled out because of the weather, the flood. You know, unless you brought a snorkel, it just wasn't any way to do it. But it's been rescheduled for March 18th. And so, you know, keep a good thought, and I'll see you there on March 18th. Okay, coming up Thursday, February 15th in Kansas City, Missouri, during Folk Alliance International, playing the Rebels and Renegade show at Knucklehead Saloon from 8:30 till 10 p.m. Only $10 for the general public, or free with Folk Alliance badge. Lots of other great artists performing on the bill, starting at 4:30 p.m. Oh, I see. I'm playing from 8:30 to 10 p.m., but a bunch of people playing there from 4:30 p.m. on. Okay, February 21st, playing the Bluebird Cafe in the Round with Abby Gardner, Irene Kelly, Claire Lynch. Boy, they're good. I mean, that's some pickers there. Just confirmed in March, Thacker Mountain Radio in Oxford, Mississippi. Oh yeah, okay. Several shows in Austin, Texas during the South by Southwest week. And Anderson Fair in Houston. All right. And a slew of shows in May in the Northeast. A slew. Okay. And you know, check all this out, davidolney.com. Okay, look what came in a box of these. This is from 1988-89. And this is Deeper Well, and this is, I'm trying to get a whole, you know, a bunch of these. And Deeper Well is like an important CD for me because it had Deeper Well on it. And that got recorded by Emmylou, and Women Across the River, that got recorded. Jerusalem Tomorrow, and If My Eyes Were Blind. I mean, there's just a bunch of, it just came together in a really nice way. Joe Fleming's with Tommy Goldsmith was in on the producing that, and so there they are. And there was a thing, well, whatever it was, that bit of connection is gone. All right. I went and saw this movie, The Post, yesterday. It's about the Washington Post and the publishing the Ellsberg papers that revealed what the government, how much they had lied for decades about the Vietnam War, and that led to Nixon kind of going wacko and trying to pull off the Watergate break-in. And it was just, you know, it's about the free press, how important that is. Okay, this movie happens on there's a lot of things about it. There's the Vietnam War. What do you think about that? And then there's, you know, Nixon. What do you think about that? And what do you think about Watergate? And then there's, you know, the main character is Katharine Graham, a woman who got kind of inherited control of the Washington Post when her husband died, committed suicide. And, you know, women didn't get that kind of stuff. And the movie addresses that. There's lots of scenes of Meryl Streep walking into a room full of white people, white men, and having to, you know, bankers and big, you know, and having to hold her own. And she kind of, you know, seizes the reins and comes into her own, and that's great. But the thing that got me was they would have these scenes of putting the paper together in the press and the, you know, the little metal things with the words backwards, and they put them down. They got to get them all right. A whole newspaper full, and then, you know, they run the paper through and they print the paper. I mean, it almost seems today like, you know, making horseshoes or something. You know, it seems almost quaint that that's the way people got their news. Okay, there are scenes where there's rooms, big rooms, you know, 100 people at desks. And what are those people doing? They're on the phone, they're smoking cigarettes, they're checking out sources, they're making sure, they're chasing down the story, but they're making sure they get it right. And that is a beautiful thing, because here's an example of the way it is now. My wife says, oh, look at this. She got something on her Facebook saying Fox News was not being shown in Australia because they had decided it was just propaganda. I went, wow, you sure? Yeah, I got it right here. It's a good friend of ours sent this over. Let's check that out. Google Fox News in Australia. Right away it comes up and says the stories that it's been banned in Australia are not true. Okay? Now I wish it were true, but it's not true. I can't stand Fox News. But, you know, the story that in Australia and New Zealand they have been banned because their propaganda is not true. And that got passed along and got into the internet consciousness or whatever, and a lot of people read that and think it's true. That would not have happened in 1971 or whenever the Post movie takes place, because there's a room full of 50 people with pencils and telephones with dials, and then they're checking out whether stuff is true or false, and we don't get that anymore. And that's the Dave Olney rant of the week. Whew. Okay. So I want to do this song. I've been working on this. This is a Tom House song. I've been wanting to learn this song. I love this from the beginning. Hope I can do it. It's still a work in progress for me to learn it. Kenny took the night express out of Grand Forks home, I guess. No one had that much to say about the fact that he was gone away. Maggie, she just stood there blinking fast, and that got me to thinking all the things that you recall just before a tear will fall. So I took her hand in mine, we walked over through the parking lot, got in the car, turned on the heater. It smelled like hell, but it got hot. And I leaned over on the radio, there's thunderstorms in Chicago. And in the night the light would leave us wrapped up in its memories. Funny how it seemed to be that all come back to you and me, sitting here all alone, still together on our own. Alright, it'll heal, it's alright. It's just a chill that I feel, it's just a cold wind cutting through from Canada. From Canada. As we pulled out of that station, no need for further conversation. I kept hearing things she said. She kept staring straight ahead. And as I took the long way home, all my thoughts began to roam through the nights and through the days, and all the tricks a quick mind plays, to the point where there's no doubt what the whole thing had been about. Something old and something new, something different to do. And I see Kenny's face glowing. In the window his eyes were showing who'd been the lover and who'd been the friend and who'd been the first to see the end. Funny how it seemed to be it all come back to you and me, sitting here all alone, still together on our own. All right, it'll heal, it's all right. It's just a chill that I feel, it's just a cold wind cutting through from Canada. All right, it'll heal, it's all right. It's just a chill that I feel, it's just a cold wind cutting through from Canada. From Canada, it'll heal. From Canada, it's all right. Oh yeah, Canada. Tom House, I've talked about him before. He's just a great writer, a great person. You know, a real poet. I mean, you know, in showbiz world, he's a poet. Usually people are lying when they say it, but Tom House is the real damn deal. And I don't know, maybe that song for me kind of resonates now because, you know, we got this maniac in the White House and it's just things that got to heal. And he's presenting Tom House is presenting this situation. A guy, you know, had an affair in the song, in the context of the song. A couple bring a third person in, Kenny, and he evidently has an affair with the woman. And then the couple, Kenny splits, and the couple sitting in a car in Grand Forks, North Dakota. It's like things are hard enough, you know. And how you going to react to this? And Tom House, bless his soul, goes, it'll heal. We can deal with that stuff. It's just, I don't know, to me that's kind of a magnificent song. You know, some songs are so good, some are a level of good where I go, I wish I'd written that. But then some songs go even beyond that where I go, I'm just glad it got written, you know. Okay, so I've talked too much this time. So next time, all mime, all the time.
You never know. You never know.